Hello class, we're going to talk about low poly modeling, and it's really more of a concept than a practical skill like in 3ds Max. It's more how about you're going to go about doing things. And we're going to look at this image right here of the Team Fortress 2 gang. See something a little funny about it, it's a little bit off, and for the most part it looks really good, except, hey, what's going on with the barrel here? And the ammo piece right here. And that's where it starts to come into face that this is not the traditional Team Fortress 2 models, but these are a low poly version of them. And again, things that we want to look at, hey, like their poses, their silhouettes, like the scout, you can understand the scout by how he stands, how the, it's different from how the sniper stands versus how the spy stands. The body bulk, heavy, big brother heavy, loves dancing in his sandwiches. But that's different from, the scout for the, let me see, here's the soldier, the medic, the pyro. I mean, each of their weapons have their unique shape and feel. I mean, like the pyro has, his gun and the lighting piece right here. And you can see right here, that's just basically a triangle right now. That is basically set, that's just a single triangle. There's nothing more else there. I mean, like if we look at the soldier's weapon, he's got his piece of the rocket launcher right here. You can see the grenades on the demo person. Again, you can see the engineer's toolkit right here, and you can see it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 faces up across the top, and then this can be actually going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and bottom 6 again. You can see that shape right through here, and that's they're doing more with less and doing a lot with the textures. Now let's go through some of these again. Here is the scout. You can see here's his shape, but basically like his pistol is 32 tries, 30 tries. Box here, and then two different faces right here to make out the trigger, the trigger pistol, the trigger. You can see the baseball bat. It's probably about 5 around or 3. It's either 3 or 5 around, but it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all it is. Bat 64 tries. Scattergun, it's 72 because he's got extra detail through here. But it's basically there's one box here, one box there, one box there. That's it. You can look at the shovel on the 28 tries. So we've got 5 around. So that's 10, 20, and then 3. And there's probably like another 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 here, and this is going to be 3 faces, and then we've got basically this side double-sided. So 3 triangles here, 2 sides. That's 6, and then another 3 right here. And there's the shovel. We keep going on. We can get the one that's really interesting. Again, here is the bottle, 36 tries. 1, 2, 3. Here's the sandwich. Sandwich, as we call, 25 tries, because he's doing a little bit of detail with, he's adding a little bit of detail, for some of the lettuce that's handing out. But here's the minigun. It's 108 tries. This is probably one of the biggest things that he's built. But he's got a 5-side cylinder here, a 5-side cylinder right here. But you can see that there's a lot. There's it's in the details. He's got the handle here, the handle right here, this piece right here, and this piece right here. But the bulk of it is this piece right here and this piece right there. They're 2 cylinders. Get down to the spy, and we're going to look at the cigarette case. Cigarette case is 24 tries because it's just 2 boxes. Box 1, box 2. And all the rest is being done. He's doing 14 tries here. Because then he's just basically extending out the knife here. It's not, and it's basically only, I think it's only one-sided. He's got the I believe this is the electro sapper. I mean, it's got 32 tries at the box, detail here, revolver, he went a little bit to detail out. There is 1, 2, 3. The trigger guard, and then the piece right here, and then the barrel right here, and then one piece up here for the iron sights. So again, think about the core shape and get that right in a rough way, and use that to your advantage. You don't need to go. I'm trying to have you to produce things quick and fast, and this is the way to do is think about in low poly. How would you do in the lowest setting, lowest shape possible, and then let textures do the rest of the work for you. If you've got a gauge, if you can do that gauge by material switching, that's perfectly great. If you can do that gauge by hey, we'll just turn this piece on the model. Think about it in that particular way as you go forward. All right. So again, this week your assignment. Again, you've got the quiz. What class is the highest try count, lowest try count? Playing what is 24 tries. I've told you that. And then you look at your low poly modeling assignment. Basically, you're making 4 more objects, and these are basically think like an RTS game, Command and Conquer, Warcraft, StarCraft 2. The first StarCraft, Command and Conquer, Dota, League of Legends. Organic shapes are going to make poor models for this lab because organic shapes need to have a lot more detail in them to make them feel organic. You can build a tree, low poly tree, but it's obviously going to be a low poly tree, and unless you're going in that direction, again, I'm not trying to get you to go in that direction with this lab. Each model should have its own max file, so unless they are very related to each other, they should be each of them in their own max file. Again, the goal here is that you optimize to get most out of your poly counts. Move faces would be make sure that their pivot points at the bottom, unless it's like a wall clock, then you want that on the back. And so that's a good case of where thinking about pivot points. Where should that be? How are you going to use it? How is it used? If it's something hanging on the wall, put it on the back. If it's something that's going to be on the floor, put it on the bottom of the floor. Characters are standing on the floor, so that's why you'll see their models, their pivot points at the between their feet, effectively. So, all right, this is again our this week's lab is about applying what you have learned so far. With the editable meshes, about using the poly, use those primitives to get those shapes right first, and then attach it all together, and then do whatever detail you need to get the shape in. That's the way you should be working: quick, fast, in and out as fast as possible. Again, this will help you later on when you go texture as well. So we will talk more about how the texture processes will be affected. But basically, this is about getting in and out, getting something in the game, something you can use, something that will work, gets the idea of what you're trying to cross, as opposed to going into getting like a cinematic model. There's no reason for you to use cinematic models. You're trying to test something in game. Get that up and working, then get your assets in. All right.